If Isekai was the only genre left in anime, then yes, anime would die overnight. Now, why do they seem to exist in abundance? Well, I look at them like rom-coms or romantic comedies when Hollywood was flourishing. Not as far as storytelling, but for the purpose they serve. Easy to create, write, and dish out just as quickly. They follow a simple format, so just by that alone, you'll get more of them. So like rom-coms will be something you would watch for a quick date night. Isekai is something you sort of watch to entertain yourself in the moment. Requires very little investment, you know what to expect, nothing mind-blowing. It's almost like appetizer or finger food for anime. Sometimes you just want to see an OP guy just dominate unreasonably. I remember when I got a cheat skill in Another World, which was about an extremely fat guy who got bullied his whole life. One day saved a girl, got punished for it, discovered a gateway into a fantasy world, got powers and able to level up overnight in a way that'll put LA Fitness out of business. Then all the girls fell for him and nobody could beat him. Simple and easy. And sometimes that's all you want depending on your mood. Now, just like romantic comedies, once in a while you'll get one that completely stands out in the genre. So for every 20 or 30 formulaic rom-coms where a woman almost suffers an accident and is saved by Prince Charming,
are you okay?
You'll get a 500 Days of Summer.
I love the Smiths.
Sorry?
To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die.
That totally breaks the mold with an ending that catches you off guard.
Don't go. You're still my best friend.
Jesus.
Shines amongst the rest and has longevity. And for Isekai, I guess that would be a jobless reincarnation or ReZero, or reincarnated as a slime. I haven't watched that, but I heard it's really good, so I have to check that out. Or you have Dead Mount Death Play, where that's a reverse isekai. So instead of going to the feudal world from modern day, he goes from modern day to the feudal world, which brings his own unique humor, where the character is extremely confused by the advancement of modern civilization, seeing people projected on buildings thinking it's witchcraft of some sort. And at first he doesn't know how to integrate or navigate, but I don't want to get too much away on that. The Jobless, though it follows the formula of dying then reincarnated, real quick side note, I know I mentioned Japan a lot, but when I was there last August, I was with some people that I became cool with. We were walking down the side street and they said, hey, you want to get hit by a truck real quick and visit another world? Now's our chance, but...
Cool, Dino. Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, enough of the tangents. But while Rudess in a way becomes OP, there's plenty of character flaws and trauma that he deals with. Like in a way, he's almost agoraphobic, which he's fearful of kind of everything past a certain comfort zone. And the one woman who helps him get past that through exposure therapy, he becomes attached to her where she becomes his new comfort zone and keeps a memento, let's say, of her, where that becomes his new comfort zone whenever he's feeling anxiety to the highest level. And even that he has to learn to be without. And while he is a character who was bullied his whole life, so you feel empathy towards him, this show also highlights certain flaws of his that he has to grow and mature from. So there's plenty of character development that this anime offers that your average isekai just doesn't, causing it to easily stand out. To the point, I forgot it was a damn isekai. Now I know the ecchi content offends people. Me, I don't mind it. I would still recommend it because this show really displays what a character arc truly looks like, especially after season 2, man. So many moments that it's like, damn, that really hits hard. Now, adding to the point that isekai are like romantic comedies and being simple and easy to create, people will say that that's all anime is today. But the thing is, the good stories that truly stand out, you won't get as often because they take a long time to create. So for every romantic comedy or Michael Bay blow it up action flick, you'll get an Inception that drops like once every 3 years.
Dreams collapsing.
That catches everyone's attention and spreads like wildfire through word of mouth. But for Christopher Nolan, it would be unrealistic to expect him to drop something like that every 3 months. His movies just require a lot of difficult writing and thinking and timing, planning out storyboarding, so they come few and far between. But they have a long-lasting impact. I remember every trailer tried to model their trailer after Inception when that movie came out, and it was so obvious to see. It almost became like a meme back then.
There's one thing you should know about me.
It's not strictly speaking legal.
And just like in anime, Vinland Saga for me is one that stands out tremendously, but that takes a long time to create. You probably have to study psychology to know what revenge feels like, study history because it takes place during the Viking era. What were these men like, the setting, the many characters that surround Thorfinn that all feel like they have their own personal writers themselves because they each have an arc that doesn't feel cheap at all. That takes a lot of due diligence and it doesn't come easy. But this anime helps balance out the more or less thought out ones, which keeps the landscape fresh in my opinion. Like right now, Or Movements of the Earth is my favorite out right now. But I also like Elf in Japan. It's lighthearted, no heavy investment, it's funny, still provides escapism, but it's a break from how heavy-hitting Orb is that serves a different mood when I just want something chill. The problem that Hollywood has faced is that they started to provide too few genres like superhero movies, and even from there they narrowed themselves down to an audience that doesn't even exist. Got hijacked, but that's for another video I'm also working on at the moment, so stay tuned for that. Now, another reason why I think isekai are widely produced, just as romantic comedies really serve a woman audience predominantly, isekai serves a male audience, mainly because it provides fantasy and adventure that many can live vicariously through, the same value adventure games bring. It's just like the main character in a lot of these stories, a regular, overworked office guy living a mundane, unfulfilled life, all of a sudden gets thrown into an adventure world full of excitement doing a 180. And I think evolutionarily that appeals to men. It's just my intuition though. It's just something that I think we crave innately, a call to adventure, challenge seeking, wishing we could drop out the sky, have a status screen open up and level up our character. And just like these main characters do, meet a girl who likes you, it causes other girls who like you to get jealous, maybe start a harem, start a new life, become OP, and just fuck shit up.
We're here to fuck shit up.
And I say that especially with the crisis of loneliness men are facing at the moment. It's like comfort food or comfort watch for a lot. But just like comfort food I compared it to earlier, if that's all you're offered, eventually you will end. Just like if isekai is all that anime offered, the medium would die overnight. It can't survive on that alone, which is why variety is important. But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree? As I said, isekai, if that's all anime offered, it would die overnight. But isekai, in my opinion, serves its purpose of being finger food. Most of them are not groundbreaking, but luckily anime provides a variety of different genres full of substance that helps counterbalance it in a way to keep the medium fresh, in my opinion. If you haven't already, check out my music on Spotify, link in the description below. If you love those Samurai Champloo, lo-fi, mellow boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.